Dr. Monica, we just spoke about stress just a couple of slides ago and how it can upset the menstrual cycle. Do you mind talking to us a little bit about how women can deal with stress?
Absolutely. I actually made a little presentation. If you don't mind waiting 1 second, I'll put that on. Here we go. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Let me put the participants on. All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for showing up today. Oops. Okay. So the first question was, how can we deal with stress? So before we start, does anybody have any kind of stress right now? I know I do because I'm homeschooling my kids and I'm trying to run the college and I have my own practice. Does anyone here? Yes. Any moms here? Of course not, Francisca. You can deal with it all. Absolutely. Yes. So what I did was, I'm mostly talking from the book, so here we go. The top 3 rules that I condensed for combating stress, especially during the COVID-19, is these 3 things, and it works for me. I know that when this whole COVID-19 started, my own daily routine went out for a toss. Anybody that happened with you guys, the routine goes out, right? Because it's all about the children, it's all about everybody else who's in the house. And we as women start giving everybody else the priority. You know, it's in a DNA to give everybody else, a priority, right? Don't we do that? Anybody else who does that? So one of the things that we want to do, especially in this time of pandemic and quarantine and we're stuck at home, is have time blocks. That means time doesn't remain the same. It has changed for all of us. For me, I'm homeschooling in the morning, so morning was my work time, and then when I'm done with my 3 hours of homeschooling, so I am actually starting my day at 11 a.m. to closer to 8 p.m. and so on and so forth, and then there are blocks. So you have to have time blocks. There should be, and for everybody it's going to be different depending on your situation. So divide your time into blocks. Please make sure give yourself 1 block of me time. Now, if you divided your time into 3-hour blocks, I know 3 hours is hard. Can you give yourself 30 minutes of time a day? Yes, no, maybe. Anybody here? Just 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes is me time. What does this mean? For me, my house is big enough, I can close the door and this is me time. Don't disturb me. I'm not going to cook for you. Don't ask me where the socks are. Go find your own socks. Really. I'm not going to tell you where your socks are, where's the sugar? I can't. No, this is me time. And in this me time, unplug all the devices, meaning this is what yesterday I went for my morning walk and I saw a dad, a baby, and a mom. Early morning, I go for between 6 and 7, I'm out walking. And the baby was having a good time and looking everywhere and the birds are chirping. And the mom was walking with the screen on her face the whole time. You have to unplug in me time, meaning that do not answer your phone, do not answer your email, do not answer your text, do 30 minutes of unplugged devices. Remember those times when you didn't have all of these things? I mean, I'm from a time of a black and white TV, right? So that is that me time where there's no devices. It's okay. If someone cannot get in touch with you or if you cannot answer a text, that's it. You're off. So that, I think, having a daily routine, at least 6 days a week where you follow the time block system is important. And there should be a time for lunch, time for dinner, time for homeschooling, time for this. And that time block's gonna save your sanity. That's what I think. So try it. Yeah, before everybody wakes up, or if you have little kids, after the kids go to bed. Exactly. And then meditation is very important. My second thing, Mithunji, let me know if I'm going too slow or too fast. I don't want to.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Okay. So I think doing 10 minutes of meditation once a day, best time to do it. In the morning, early morning is the best time, but if you cannot manage that, obviously before the world wakes up, or even 10 minutes before bed. that's a great time to do your meditation, depending on what. There's also walking meditation. I do a walking meditation. That's why I do early in the morning when there's no traffic, there's barely anybody, the sun hasn't even risen yet, and I have my beads, and then I'm meditating and chanting while walking. That's my meditation 5 days a week, at least 5 days a week, and that is a niyama. So if you're familiar with yoga, the first, the 8-step yoga, the first one is yama, and then there's a niyama. That's my niyama. I have to do that, even if it's rain, shine, unless I'm in the hospital, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my meditation. So that's a niyama. We have to take a niyama for meditation, right? Oh, that's an amazing idea. Closet is great. You have a walk-in closet. Yeah. So yoga and pranayama, at least 3 days, starting off with 10 minutes, working on our way to 30 minutes. That's 90 minutes of yoga and pranayama. Yoga and pranayama is not just meant for, if you want to go burn calories and have a, what do they say? Iron abs and whatnot. That's not yoga. Yoga and pranayama for balancing mind and body, at least 3 days. If we could do these 3 things, daily routine time blocks, meditation 10 minutes, and 3 times a week yoga or pranayama, which is breathing exercises, that really, really helps women combat stress. Any questions? Nope. All right, then I'm going to ask for my second question.
Dr. Monica, this is Daniela.
Hey, Daniela, do you want to put your video on?
Yes, absolutely. Hey. In your book, you talk about the importance of sound and the power of sound. Can you tell us more about the power of chanting?
Yes, so here's my book. It's the cover is behind me. We can do some chanting right now. In fact, everybody who has come in, I start the very first page, actually the very second page, is a chanting called invocation chanting. So those of you who do yoga, you're familiar with chanting Om, but there's an invocation chanting. So basically think of certain Sanskrit mantras as a phone number. You're calling up the Mother Earth, you're calling up divine energy and saying, "Ring, ring, hello, can you please come and bless me?" That's kind of what some invocation chants and mantras are about. So before we started, Dr. Mithun and I already did our mantras, but for you guys, we're going to do one more. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namami Dhanvantarimadhidevam Surasurehi Vandita Padapadmam Loke Jararuka Bhaimrityunasham Dhataramisham Vividoshadinam. Let's take a nice deep breath, everybody inside. Hold it. When you exhale, exhale with Om. Om. Did everybody just get to do this? All right, if it's okay, I'm going to lead you to a mantra meditation. Is that okay, Daniela, if I do that?
Yes, please. That was beautiful.
All right. So we're gonna take our either right hand or left hand, put it on our heart center, and we're going to breathe in and breathe out Om. Om. Now we're going to take the other hand and we're going to put the other hand like this, kind of making, that bird thing, and put both on our heart center. And now the left side of a body and the right side of a body, which is the male and female, the yin and the yang, because we have both energies, we are asking them to come and become one. We are asking all of this, this is where all the stress comes. This is our antenna. This is where we are getting all the stress. Moms, cooking, this is all here. Now we are asking all of it to go. Everything is converging right here at our heart center. And this is a little mudra. This is the mudra. You're gonna converge that energy. You're going to imagine that energy is a yellow ball of light, or you can imagine it as a purple ball of light. And again, we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Oh. Beautiful. Was everybody able to do that?
Yes, that was beautiful.
All right, so hope that answers your question. Just doing Om is great, but chanting, I just want to say, when you're invoking, let's say a higher deity or to help you out, because we all need help, right? We need help from our guides and our masters and so on. When you're invoking it, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Sanskrit mantra. Just say Om and then you can invoke in English. After doing this Om, you can invoke, oh Mother Earth, can you please come and bless me? And then you can imagine she's blessing you and things like that. And then you can finish your meditation by saying Om Shantihi, 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 meaning, okay, now I'm putting down the phone. I called you and I wanted your blessing. Now putting down the phone. When guests come to your house, they come, you offer them something and they leave, right? They're not just hanging in your living room the whole time. So when we invoke higher power, that power is also going to leave. So we want to invite it in and saying, hello, thank you so much for coming in. Please have a seat. Please bless us. And now thank you for coming. Please, you're leaving now. Thank you for coming. Please come again. No, Satnam literally means that the name of divine is true. So that is technically not a mantra. A mantra is something that is the phone number. For example, I'll give you Om, Kli, Sri. These are the things. And Om is the easiest because, Om is just easy. It's the number one. So when you attach Om to anything, then that becomes a mantra and a chant. So Satnam can be a chant, but it's not a mantra. Do you see the difference between the chant and a mantra? Right. All right. What else questions are there for me?
Daniela, do you want to ask her? Well, then I'm going to ask you, Dr. Monica. Can you suggest some ways we can get rid of some of the negative energy that we accumulate sometimes?
Yeah. So in order to, there's many ways that we could simply take a bath in salt water. That's number one. Number two is you can see that I'm wearing like white or light clothes. I'm wearing a big fat pearls. I'm also wearing pearls in my ears. For women, it's very important to own pearls. I know, ladies, we need to own pearls. Why is it important to have pearls? Because pearls are representative of the energy of the moon. And when you wear light white, light yellow pastel shades that reflect light, right? Those things are very, very important. We could also take a bath in salty water, and we could also do some rituals. No, not diamonds, pearls. Yes, not diamonds. So that would be good, right? We all go to it. I need to buy diamonds. No, just pearls is the answer. Would you like to would you like to do one ritual with me? So we're going to do a ritual, not an actual ritual, but we can do a ritual in our mind. Would you like to do a ritual with me?
Great. Yes, we would love that, Dr. Monica.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to stop this so we could do it together. I'm just reading my book. All right, everybody, follow my voice. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. In your mind's eye, I'm reading from page 149 of the book here. In your mind's eye, sit in front of your altar. So if you have an altar, again, I tell you how to create an altar. If you don't have it, that's okay. But you can sit in your altar, in your mind's eye. If you don't have an altar, sit in a place that you love. So if you had a beautiful place that you really enjoyed as a child, you know, the place that we go to, you can sit there too, a beautiful place. In your mind's eye, light an incense stick, and just smell that beautiful smell of rose or lavender or lemongrass or whatever is the beautiful fragrance that you like. Listen to the bells in the background. Listen how they're going on. Now, repeat after me. Eyes are still closed. My body is a temple. We are doing an affirmation now. My body is a temple. The mind is my altar. My soul needs to love and give. Now whisper this to yourself. Put your hands on your heart and whisper it. I honor myself. I thank myself, and I will treat my body and mind with the same respect I show in a place of worship. I surrender to the feminine divine. The feminine divine is present with me right now. You can also take off your shoes and you can put your feet on the floor. And that's how you're connecting with this feminine divine. You're connecting with Mother Earth. My body is a temple. The mind and heart are my altar. And my soul, along with divine, resides in the altar. So know that you're not this body. You know you're the soul. Now, imagine there's a nice, beautiful sofa in your heart and you're sitting there. And you're not this body, you're sitting inside your body. And you can look up, you can look down, and you can observe yourself. Do a beautiful observation. And now say, I will practice ahimsa towards myself and others, and will be more tolerant and grateful. Keeping this hand here from a position of our heart, do a quick scan. Scan yourself from the top of your head to your eyes, to your mouth, to your throat, to your heart. See the good, the bad, the ugly, the dark, the colored. You're just observing, you're not judging. It is okay. Coming down to the stomach, to the colon. Now we're going to stop at our uterus. Imagine your uterus is an upside down lotus. Stay in the uterus and give it that beautiful energy that has come from the feminine divine. If anybody's had hysterectomy, there's still space there. So you still have an energetic uterus. So give it some beautiful golden light energy, healing yourself. And now we will move on to our legs. You can also, for some of you who get menstrual cramps or you have heavy duty periods, you can also imagine the lotus and the uterus opening and closing and healing while you're doing this meditation. Now we're going to close this meditation. We're going to come back, bring all the energy back in the heart center. Now bringing it in the third eye. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Dr. Monica. That was excellent. Did you not think so, everybody? So in a short period of time, we're all feeling so much calmer. I bet I'm feeling it, so I don't know if others are too.
Is there any other question? I know I've been running out of time. I've got a few minutes left.
Nope. Everybody's saying on the chat that they're very relaxed.
Okay. So this is again from the book. There are the 6 steps. Become the observer, acknowledge what you observe. So I actually used this, become the observer and acknowledge, in the meditation that we did. So you're sitting inside your heart and you're watching yourself. That was the become the observer. And then you're acknowledging what you observe. So in order to do this activity, you actually have to start writing every day what you observe. Because sometimes we pick up, as women, we are like this massive antennae. Think of it as a magnet. We pick up other people's energy. We pick up stuff. So that stuff is sticking to us emotionally, physically, spiritually. So that's what you want to acknowledge and get rid of, and so on. I'm so glad you guys liked it. So any other questions?
I think we are good. Thank you so much, Dr. Monica. Thank you once again. And we enjoyed that. All of us did. So now I'm going to continue.